Hi there, I'm Adrian, and I want to apologise for the slightly attention-grabbing title of this video. Obviously, I can't guarantee that this lick is going to revolutionise your guitar soloing forever, but it is a very cool lick. I'm going to show you how to play it. Also going to talk a little bit about the theory behind it, my thinking behind it, in such a way that I hope it will help you with your own improvising and maybe open a few new doors for you. So without any further ado, let me show you how to play the lick. Now, before I show you the exact lick that I played at the start of this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my thinking behind it and some of the theory behind it. That way you won't just be regurgitating somebody else's lick, you'll be learning some useful musical concepts that will enable you to write licks of your own and to make cool music of your own. So for this particular idea, we're in the key of E, and one of the things that I find helpful when I'm soloing in a country context is to think about chord tones. So the notes in the chord that you're playing over are obviously all going to sound really good. It's even an obvious statement to make, but a lot of players get bogged down in particular scales and things, and their playing ends up not being particularly musical. So I always think that chord tones are a good place to start when playing country. When playing any kind of music, really, the chord tones are the most important notes. So in the key of E, the notes in the chord of E, obviously we've got an E note, we've also got a G sharp note and a B note. Those are the three notes in an E chord. And what I've done at the start of this lick is I've kind of laid them out in a diagonal way across the fretboard, which is a really cool way to get from one end of the neck to the other. So we've got a low E note there, and then G sharp, B, and then another E, G sharp, B, E, G sharp, B. So we've got this big kind of E arpeggio, I guess. And that's my starting point for this lick. Now what makes it interesting is we can then add in some extra more colourful notes around that basic arpeggio. So you could add in an F sharp, for instance. And that's already starting to spice things up a bit. You could add in a little chromatic run there, so going from the F sharp, G, G sharp gives it a kind of bluesy sound. So that's the kind of thing that's going on when I'm playing this lick. Also thinking in terms of actual chord shapes on the neck is a really useful thing to do. So we've obviously got our E chord down here, but then if you know about the caged system, then you'll know that the next chord along the neck is like this, kind of a D bar chord. We're still in the key of E though here. Then we've got this kind of C shape here, up to this chord here, and then up to this chord here. So during the course of this lick, I'm going through all of those different patterns. The lick sounds something like this. More slowly. And you can see how it's all based on that kind of diagonal E arpeggio. We're starting with the low E string, open 6th string, then playing the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret on the same string, hammering on to the 4th fret. Then it's the 2nd fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the D string, then sliding from the 4th fret to the 6th fret on the D string. So far we have this. I'm going to continue like this. We've got the 4th fret on the 3rd string, 5th fret on the 2nd string, then sliding from the 7th fret to the 9th fret on the second string. Important, I think, to get the fingering right here. Playing that 5th fret note with the 2nd finger, then we're stretching up to the 3rd finger at the 7th fret, and that's the one that's doing the slide, and that kind of leaves you in position for the rest of the lick. So after you've done that slide, we're going to play the 7th fret on the top string, then the 9th fret, pulling off back to the 7th fret, and that's the first half of the lick, the first 2 bars of the lick, which slowly altogether sounds like this. Onto the second half of the lick, we've got the 12th fret on the top string, to the 9th fret, to the 7th fret, then we've got 9 to 7 on the 2nd string, 9 to 7 on the 3rd string, and 9 on the 4th string, and we're finishing off with a little slide from the 5th fret to the 6th fret on the 4th string, and finally the E root note at the 7th fret on the 5th string. That's the entire lick. Let me just put it all together for you slowly. Rhythmically it's pretty straightforward, mostly just 8 notes, but there are a few quarter notes in there, so let me just count that through for you. We've got 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Incidentally, I will be putting the full tab and music to this lick up on my website. I'm probably going to include the right hand picking and the fingering as well, because I think those are both quite important aspects of this lick if you want to get it up to speed. So there we have it. Notice how it is following that arpeggio shape, also how it's following the chord shapes in a really kind of cool way, and that's behind a lot of my thinking when I'm soloing in a country context. So we're kind of starting off around that open E chord into the kind of D shape there, into the kind of C shape, into that A shape chord, and then we're ending up in the G shape chord at the top of the neck there, before coming back down to the E shape, and then ending up in that C shape again, just adding in a few bluesy notes here and there. There we go. I hope you have a lot of fun learning to play this lick. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, please like me, please be my friend, please follow me, and hope to see you again for some more videos very soon. Bye bye.